T-Pain. T-Pain went on a little rant, and I'm here for it. And I want to see what you guys' thoughts are. Let's play a little bit of it.
You know when your sounds like somebody else's. You're making it because you think because you're in the studio like, what's the #1 record right now? We need to make another one of those. Stop doing that. Stop. You're not original. Give me some original. Give me some. Are you seriously telling me that you sat here and watched me tell a to eat a and you thought that wasn't original? Are you seriously sitting here telling me that eat a is the bad part of music? Stop! Just do something else. Just do some different music. We have all this that you're doing. We already have it. Lil Uzi Vert is already doing it. Lil Baby is already doing it. Dub Baby is already doing it. It's literally two with baby in their names that's already doing all the music you want. Do something else. Do something else. That's it. That's all we want. Do something else. Holy. We have it. We have it already. You don't have to do that music anymore. We have the music already. We have Lil Baby, we have Dub Baby, we have Lil Uzi Vert, we have Lil Yachty, we have Lil everybody. Do something else. Holy. Stop sending me this bullshit and then get mad when I don't like it. Jesus. God. Tap dancing Christ. Do something else.
Y'all are driving him crazy.
Okay, we're going to switch the game now.
Lo said, let's switch to gaming.
It's not even a problem of people sending me music. It's people sending me the same music that everybody else is doing, and they get mad when I say, well, I already heard this. That's the only thing I get mad about. You getting mad because I say your sounds like the that's already out, and you know it does. You know it does. You know your sounds like Lil Baby because you say, oh, this is what's winning. I need to do this now. I need to do it. You don't even check yourself, and you get mad when I check you. All you gotta do is to get money.
There's nothing else to do.
Get money, bro. But why would you copy somebody else's music and then get mad at me when I say, we have that. Don't do that. We got it. We got it. You ain't even hear my voice. I'm not the same. You know what? You know how many times I've heard that? You ain't even heard my voice, but you make the same song. I don't even know where your song is. I ain't even read your name when you just said that right now. What is that? What the f?
All right, y'all. I don't know how many guys saw that, but I wanted to just bring that up and see what you guys think. What is your reaction to that? T-Pain is a legend in the game. And now auto-tune's on every record. You can't hear a record without auto-tune. I would say before T-Pain, there was Cher. When she brought Do You Believe, that broke the auto-tune sound, but T-Pain really popularized it and really brought it to another level. And that clip is everywhere. People are reposting it. So I wanted to see what you guys thought about that. What was your response to it? I'm looking at the comments and I'm agreeing with a lot of it. One thing I think artists could learn from it is if you're creative and if you're creating, it doesn't stop at what's already out there right now. You don't need to copy the current trends because the bottom line is once those current trends are out there, they're already old. It was already done 10 months ago. I think what T-Pain is saying is always think about and always try your best to create new music because we don't necessarily need the same old music. With that said, it all depends on where you're at in the game. I first started out mimicking other producers, mimicking other artists, and trying to find my sound. So I think that there's some validity when you start out to mimic other producers and get inspired by other people. I think that's totally fine and totally reasonable that you sound like other artists when you're first starting out. As you progress, I think it's a natural thing that you start to find your own sound. What I like about what T-Pain said is I feel like by saying what he said, he's giving permission for artists to find their own sound. You don't need to do the same old that's out there. You can innovate. I always believe in listening to what's out there. If you're inspired by it, use elements of it into your production, but always be looking further. Don't let it be the end-all be-all that you have to make a record that sounds like Lil Baby. You have to make a record that sounds like Drake. Don't make that the end-all be-all. You can incorporate some of that into your work, but always think about expanding it beyond, because I feel like that's how music gets moved forward. And let's be real, no one has paid homage to a sound as much as T-Pain's. Everybody auto-tunes their shit, and T-Pain was the originator of that shit. T-Pain was the first one, and now everyone does it. I can only imagine how he feels watching it. I don't know how he feels, but he's got a lot of passion in that video. T-Pain, he was fed up, and I feel it. I get it. I think that there's another side to it where I completely understand what T-Pain is saying. I completely respect it. I know the emotion he's feeling because I felt similar. I'm like, why does every sound the same? I get it. T-Pain speaking to that part. It's frustrating when you hear the same thing over and over and over again. But music comes in waves. It evolves. It changes. And sometimes you just have to be patient with it. And everyone's at a different stage. You know, some people who've been doing music for 20 years, for example, are going to have a different ear than someone who's new to it. I can understand both sides of the fence. Overall, I agree with what he's saying. I felt it, let's put it that way. Jeremy Grieve, we all love originality and stuff, but I have often found myself frustrated when I find a really unique sound, and there's literally only 10 or so tracks out there like that. All the genres we love became genres when enough people imitated it. But at the same time, new genres can't come about without innovation. Facts. Bushy Tushy, he's trying to help you be successful. He wants you not to be copying other producers because he knows that will not work. He's been in the game for so long, knows what's best. Don't get pissed at him. Find your sound. Don't copy paste other people's sound. Remix it if you will. Take the sound and make it yours. Right on. Absolutely. I agree with that. I think ultimately the goal is to move music forward, and ultimately the goal is to make something a little fresh and different. In that sense, I get what he's saying. In another sense, everybody's at a certain spot. Some people are at that stage where they haven't differentiated their sound yet, and that's understandable too. And I didn't play the whole video, but later on in the video, he also talked about numbers. Why he doesn't give a shit about numbers. If you see an artist putting out music and they're getting 100 billion zillion plays, chances are there's a machine behind them that is funding that. So what T-Pain is basically saying is, regardless of what you see on your YouTube, what you see on your Spotify, what numbers these artists are getting, a lot of that is manufactured. There's promotional money backed by record labels, backed by funding that's making that happen. He's saying that the game to get numbers is not a real game because it's all rigged. The artists you see with the most numbers are paying. That's how they're getting the numbers. I think some of you guys are maybe reading into it too much. I don't think T-Pain is saying you should have a very obscure, different, weird sound. I think what he's saying is just do something different. Do something a little bit different. It's not about being obscure. In my opinion, in my thought process, music is about expressing a feeling. Music's about expressing an emotion. It's about creating a vibe. And I think when you're creating the same vibes over and over and over, it gets boring. In that sense, time to innovate. Time to do something new. Time to do something different. Time to move forward. 100% Timber. Leave room to innovate. Exactly. Personally, I love music that pays homage to stuff that's popular and new and current, but also pushes it forward, maybe incorporates another element from another decade or another element from another genre or something different. I'm always a big fan of that. End of the day, Bomb of Catastrophe said it. It's about being yourself. He just wants them to be them, 100%. Just be yourself. When you make music, you can practice and copy. You're free to copy. But at the end of the day, know that the end goal is to be yourself. The end goal is to make music that moves your soul and eventually to evolve past wherever you're at. We're always evolving. We're always changing. So yeah, I just wanted to bring that discussion up because it's hot in the producer community right now. T-Pain, good dude. He's a user of Drums That Knock. Gave me a shout out on his Twitch. Shout out to T-Pain. Good guy. Legend in the game. DECAP.